A lot of military members think that when they get out of the military, civilian life is going to be easy. They think that everything's going to be handed to them. And then you get out here and you realize that it's not like that at all.
When you're on deployment and you're in another country, you lose that ability to network. You have no idea where the good jobs are.
I was deployed to Iraq in '07. I was there for a few months, 4 months. I wasn't really planning for the future at that point. In the Marine Corps, I was just an infantryman, so I didn't have any skills. I was going to be excited if I made $20 an hour as a security guard.
I was an infantryman, so most of the training that I received, the specialties were geared more toward warfighting. So the problem is when you get out, there isn't much work for riflemen and infantrymen in the civilian world, as you know. So, that whole cliche that we're all going to be police officers just isn't true.
After being in charge of multi-million-dollar equipment and now they're flipping burgers somewhere, it does something to your psyche and it drives you down. And I've seen it, and it's sad.
Yeah, a lot of people that I've seen get out of the military and they say they're going to go to school or they say they have a job lined up, but a lot of times they're just sitting at home for, a couple months.
The thoughts that I had was, what am I going to do?
How am I going to take care of myself? How am I going to take care of my family?
When you wear a uniform for 20 years, you become that.
I was the last guy left in my squadron that had flown the day the World Trade Center went down. We became the airborne communication link with Air Force One with President George Bush while he was flying around to go to Offutt. I have 3 sons, and they were proud of me when I was in the Navy, and I was super dad. And when it was time for me to retire, they were kind of worried and scared because now what's going to happen with our future? But when I joined United Association and I graduated Veterans of Pipe Fitting and I went to work and I started telling them stories, they realized that there was nothing to worry about because our dad has a good union job and he's back to Superman status. That's never changed.
The VIP program started in 2008. We started training civilian veterans in the state of Washington, and it's now transitioned into an active duty military transitioning program.
I would consider it like pipe fitting boot camp. I've gone to a lot of schools in the Navy, being an aircraft mechanic, and Veterans of Pipe Fitting was the hardest maintenance school I've ever gone to in my life.
They are still being paid and housed by the military. The training is provided absolutely free to the individuals and the government.
And all I had to do was go to school. All I had to do was show up. I had to pay attention. I had to do my homework. I had to come back the next day.
They were able to provide all the equipment for me and all that stuff, so I didn't really have to put a dollar down for any of that stuff. And even to join the union over here, it was real easy.
The students come to the program as their place of employment. So they don't have other duties. They're solely focused on the VIP program and the training.
You become part of a local, and it's the beginning of your career. It's not a job, it's a career. It's something that you plan on doing for many years to come. And the VIP program, it's like a pre-apprenticeship to the apprenticeship.
It takes a big load off of them knowing that we are providing the training and we are providing the job.
Since I've joined the UA, I was able to make a steady income, and because of this steady income and decent wage, I've been able to purchase a home using the VA home loan. I've been able to support my family and my wife, allowing her not to have to work, while we have our child home.
I have a young 2-year-old daughter. I got a beautiful wife, and I have a little girl on the way, which we'll be due in June. So other than that, I don't worry about much anymore. I work hard and do the best I can.
My life is definitely where it's at now and perfect the way it is right now because of the VIP program and the UA. I bought a house, just bought a new Harley. My wife are happy. Now we're at the point in life that we're gonna start trying to have a kid.
Any benefits that they receive from the Department of Defense is 100% their money. The UA does not collect any money from the students or the government.
I remember the first time I submitted my hours to the hall and I got that first check. It was amazing. caught up on a lot of things.
It's hard to find something like this out that pays like this, has the benefits like this. Not just the pay that you get now, but the pension that I'm putting into.
It allows them to belong to an organization that's bigger than themselves.
You can be brothers and not have a lick of blood in you that's the same as the next guy beside you, but when you go from that kind of atmosphere, you're looking for that atmosphere again, it completes you again.
You miss that brotherhood, it's gone, almost in a blink of an eye. And then you get it back in the Union. And that's what's awesome. That's what's absolutely awesome.
And they come from like Afghanistan and places like that where they know what toughness is.
They're highly motivated, they're dedicated.
They bring life experience. It's not something that they're trying out, but they actually are striving for.
People's lives relied on, your quality of work and your safety of work.
Remember, I was 19 years old, I was already deployed. And by 19 and a half, 20 years old, I was leading Marines already.
We were groomed to train others. A key to training others also is to be able to be trained.
They're used to working in teams, and our job sites are hectic, they're tough, it's hard work every day on your feet.
I don't think the UA is going to train someone, put them through 18 weeks, and then ask a contractor to take somebody they didn't think was worth it. I really think they're an asset to the country and to our trade as a whole, to any of the trades that the union is training for.
The UA has a great partnership with its signatory contractors, and they're a big part of this program too. They actually provide the most important part, and that's the job at the end.
We've only had 2 VIPs so far, and they've been incredible. If we could clone them, that would be wonderful. I mean, if we could get 3 or 4 more today, we'd hire them, without question.
As long as guys are still coming back and want to come into trades, I'll take a veteran any day I can.
When you're coming out of the military, you're looking for that niche, and this is the perfect fit, I do believe, for any military person that wants to get into pipe fitting, welding, plumbers.
A military workforce would be a perfect scenario for, I think, any contractor.
They'll say that one of their biggest struggles is finding good quality people.
If the union calls us and says, we've got a guy that's just finished 18 weeks and he wants a job, we'll find him a place.
And if they're looking for a disciplined workforce, welders, HVAC, or sprinkler fitters, the VIP program is where I'd want my employees to come from.
It's great. I'm privileged. I'd like to say that that we're the ones that are benefiting from it.
I feel like, in a sense, that this program is getting out. Like, the word is getting out. People know about it, but I don't think that enough people know about it.
Obviously, I want all the veterans for myself, but I think there's plenty of room for all the crafts to start this program, because it's only going to make our industry and the building trades better.
To see that we're not just helping this one individual, we're helping their entire family, that's what really instills a sense of pride in me, and I'm just honored to be part of the VIP program.
I'm just blessed that an organization stood up and gave me that opportunity. I don't want a handout. I never wanted a handout in life. I don't think that I'm special than any other American walking the street right here. But I thought it was absolutely amazing.
I think what I'm doing now is just as critical or just as important as when I was in the Navy.
Before doing this program, I don't think I was as proud as I am now to have served in the military. I just looked at it as I just did something, but it just seems like a lot of people praise me and thank me, and I never felt so uplifted before, and I think a lot of that comes with doing this program.
Like, words can't even express how grateful I am.
I feel that the VIP program actually saved my life.